My name is Laura. I'm a big science fiction fan. I've seen many genres of sci-fi, and my favorite of all time is time travel. Whether it be a simple romp or a complex paradox, time travel movies bring a special element to science fiction. So today, I'm going to present to you my top 5 favorite time travel movies. Remember now, these are my personal favorites and have nothing to do with what Hollywood or other fans might consider the top picks. So hang on tight and let's begin. There will be spoilers, so if you're not into that, then you might want to check out other topics such as cats playing chopsticks or people driving sofas. My 5th favorite time travel movie is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Starting in the year 2688, the movie follows a time traveler back to 1988 to save the futures of 2 pivotal historical figures. Featuring the late George Carlin, and starring Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a time travel movie that will bring smiles to modern teens as well as children of the 80s. Number 4 is a toss-up between Back to the Future Parts 1 and 3. Both of these movies have romantic undertones, focusing on the relationships between Marty's parents and that of Doc Brown and Clara Clayton. But the main focus is always on getting the main character, Marty McFly, back to his proper time period. Marty is played very well throughout the trilogy, and the only problem I really had with part 2 was that it seemed to be mostly a sideways glance at Biff's alternative future to make us appreciate what Marty ultimately ended up with a little bit more. With great effects, fun dialogue, and a fine musical score, Back to the Future 1 and 3 deserve the 4th spot on my list. Number 3 on my list is probably the funniest of the bunch. Time Bandits. Set throughout history, Time Bandits follows the adventures of a young boy named Kevin who follows 6 diminutive time-traveling handymen as they burgle and brawl their way through the past. Created by Handmade Pictures, as featuring a great closing song by George Harrison, Time Bandits has many wonderfully humorous scenes, including a couple who seems destined for disaster and the master of all evil bemoaning nipples for men. With great guest appearances by actors such as Sean Connery and Eric Idle, Time Bandits is a must-see for any time travel fan with a sense of humor. Number 2 on my list is Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. Known by many of its fans as the one with the whales, Star Trek IV focuses on an alien species who want to find out why they've lost communications with the whales whom they've been speaking with for years. Realizing that their only hope is an extinct species, Captain Kirk and crew head back to 1980s Los Angeles to retrieve a pair of whales. The Enterprise crew's unfamiliarity with the customs of the past is played up for laughs, and while this was a big risk on the part of the late Leonard Nimoy, the decision paid off spectacularly. With a well-told story, important moral that gets its point across mainly because it's not shoved in the viewer's face, and a cast that was clearly having fun, Star Trek IV deserves its spot as the second best time travel movie on my list. And my favorite time travel movie of all is The Time Machine. And while many people did enjoy the recent remake, including myself, I will always love the 1960s classic starring Rod Taylor and Yvette Mimieux so much more. Narrated by the titular character, 1960's The Time Machine is a well-told adventure tale with simple special effects, wonderful dialogue, and remarkable scenes that will amaze and delight viewers of all ages, though there are dark things afoot in the future. So you may want to keep this to viewers 16 and older. But even with its gorier moments, The Time Machine was one of the first and, in my opinion, the best time travel movie of all time. Do you disagree with any of these? Or do you have a favorite of your own I didn't mention? If so, write to me in the comments, and tell me all about it. I'd love to hear which time travel movies you like best.